Now, is this here thing on? Roy? Roy D. Mercer? I got a bone to pick with you. Some of my shipmates have been posting this stuff, and I've been talking to them about it. We got us in a little tizzy. Went down to the bar a little bit, started talking about it, and they wound up pitching us out on the street. This is what I told them. I said that I got a bone to pick with them as well. I said, see, I was listening to your stuff in my truck, and I got to laughing so hard I spilt my coffee. And that ain't the half of it. I said, when I did, I about run into the car in front of me, and that lady got out just a screaming up the storm because she'd soiled her white dress. I got her to calm down a little bit, and then I realized she's my wife's best friend, Billy Sue. I said, you know what? Y'all was going to make it up to her. I said, don't worry about nothing. The people responsible for this will make it up to you. Well, man, she done tried to whoop my just already. I thought for a minute she gonna do it, you know. I was trying to get her off me as everything. Took everything I could just to get her off, you know. And she messed up my throat a little bit. You can hear that. And I'm still getting over it. I finally got her off of me, but she said she was gonna finish the job, by golly, on somebody. And I just assume it not be me. I think this woman could tear one of y'all up like a pair of non-skid dungarees with 2 pounds of starch in them. She is not lighting into me again. I will guarantee you that. So I figure I need about $200 from one of y'all to buy her some fine chocolates and wine, and maybe another $100. Take my wife out on a date, because when she finds out that I bought Billy Sue wine and chocolate just to calm her down, but I ain't bought my wife no wine and chocolate in years, because sometimes I think she's too crazy and she might not deserve it. But when she finds out that I bought her best friend Billy Sue wine and chocolate, she gonna be madder than a Texas killer hornet. And I'm allergic to bees and stuff, you know, so I'm gonna tell you what, that could be a real bad deal for me. Y'all stop laughing, it ain't funny. It ain't funny at all. I'm the one sitting here about to get tore up by somebody madder than a Texas hornet. I'm gonna tell you what. Y'all can just PayPal me the money. Let's see, what's the address? I gotta find this thing. Because the last time my wife went on a rampage like that, it was because some feller cut her off in traffic and scratched her classic Ford truck, and I couldn't find the paint to fix it for a week. Man, she lit into me like an E4 rigged up on torch running on jet fuel. I was still in at the time. She came on the ship and she done that. She scared off 2 little kids there on the base. They was about ready to come up on a Independence Day cruise, and she scared them off. A couple of families looked at her in shock. One lady turned white as a sheet and said, "What is this woman's problem?" I said, "Don't you even say that to her, because she's going to go off on you." I said, "She's going to go nuclear on you, and we're just going to take her down there and put her in the engineering space. And Kitty Hawk's going to be a nuclear class carrier now." And that woman backed off. When she's still lighting into me, and JG comes up, he goes, "What's the problem?" And I said, "Well, my wife's on me like a pair of cactus britches." And he turns to her and starts to open his mouth. So she rips him a new one. And he turns and he tucks tail and he runs. I swear I saw him tuck a tail in between his legs on his trousers. I don't know if it was one of them stick-on tails from the Navy Exchange, or if it come from the local fair or something like that. But that sucker went right up. He tucked that sucker right up between his legs, and he run off like a little kid. And then we got on board the ship, and we got down to my shop. Senior chief was down here, and he chewed, and he started to say something to her, and she chewed him a new one. She hopped into him so bad that even he was blushing and apologizing, all the while I'm making me run laps around the hangar deck on bad legs. And you wonder now why I got a VA claim and why I got compensation. I must have ran 5 million laps that day. I tell you, too, I tripped on them chains about 10 times because there's planes and stuff up in there, and helicopters and F-14s and stuff. I fell down and steadied myself, and when I did, I reached into an open conduit box, felt the power coming through that, and by the time I got through kicking myself in the rear, I realized I'd knocked out 3 of my teeth already in the back, and I had fallen on the front. You know, that's the day I found out that what happens in dental don't stay in dental, because I went down there for a cleaning, and I told them that that big old story. That old boy down there was a full commander for somewhere in Kentucky. He said he could smell a bull a mile away. I bet you could too. How in the world are y'all? You got some good chow from here? Because it's about 10 minutes till the mess deck's closed. Let's go grab us a bite and I'll buy you a Coke because I owe you that much for pulling on your leg for a little bit.